Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking in. You got Digital Asset Hutch here, bringing everything you need to know about the digital asset and cryptocurrency and US economy space. If you could go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. As you can see, what probably got you clicking in is we're going to go ahead and go over some of the top free resources I use when I'm going and researching some Bitcoin data, because people kind of came to me and they wanted me to release some of the information on what I use, so I thought that would be a great idea for y'all. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to go ahead and give you a top 5 with a couple of honorable mentions. And coming in at top 5 is, as you know, my one-stop shop for everything, CoinMarketCap. They have the total number of cryptocurrencies, the total number of exchanges, that market cap, as well as the dominance for Bitcoin, and then how much money is moving into the space in that 24-hour period. These are all at the top, and if you click on them, it will take you to different tabs. But it's always a good start just to look up there to see an overview of the market, and then you can kind of dive in on different separate coins, while also it allows you to make a watch list. So if you want to just go ahead and watch some coins, you can add them to your list. As you see for the video, I just kind of add them in there for y'all. But let's go ahead and jump to number 4. And coming in at number 4, we do have CoinGlass. It does look fairly similar, but it's more for actual exchanges. It's not for the overall market. So you can go ahead and go in and see the long and short ratio, or you can see how much was liquidated within the last 24 hours. You can see the volume as well as you can go in and see what the price is for each coin on each exchange. So as y'all know, with the US stock market and stock markets of those natures, they have something called the consolidated quote system, which allows that price of the stock to stay the same no matter what market maker you go to, whether it's Fidelity, Schwab, Robinhood, any of those that allow you to trade stocks. You notice the price is always the same. Now when it comes to Bitcoin, you see 23,208, 23,215. Since it's unregulated, it doesn't have that consolidated quote system yet, so it's kind of fun to come here to kind of see the difference in price, and then maybe you could go to that exchange to get a better one. But typically it's the spread, and they'll take home the difference half the time. So this is why I do like this, because you can go into this liquidations tab and then see the total amount of money that was liquidated, as you've seen me highlight on the channel before. With the recent news of Genesis going bankrupt, you can go here and see what holdings they're selling out of, possibly to gain more money, stay afloat. So this is just kind of important to see the exchanges aspects of it in terms of CoinMarketCap. So coming in at number 3, we do have Mazario.io. This was actually one of an award-winning companies in a kind of startup competition. They did get selected as first for innovation. As you can see on the left-hand side, they also have Bitcoin dominance, market cap, the price change. They have a graph for you in the middle. Then they also have a consolidated news area that you can use to just kind of scroll through different newses, and they take it from CoinDesk, Decrypt, the Block. So they pull from different news articles. Then also you can go to protocols and see what kind of decentralized exchanges, if you don't trust those central ones anymore, as well as you can see what protocols are used for gaming, just NFTs and things of that nature. So that's why I do really like this website, because as you can see from the first 3, it's condensed everything into one spot for you, which is kind of a theme, as you can see for the next 2. Not the top 2 spot, which let's go ahead and look at. This is one for on-chain metrics. So I love, as y'all can tell, technical indicators. I love just, on-chain metrics, and this is the perfect place for those on-chain metrics. So if you want to go ahead and hover over charts, you can definitely go ahead and view some special ones like the HODL wave. This is specifically good to know for where we're kind of at in the cycle. So typically what would happen is every time we're at a massive peak, you're going to kind of see the bottom of people holding because they're preparing to sell for that bear market to come. And then when we're at the bottom, you can tell we're getting towards and we're still rising to that peak. So this is just something to look out for y'all. And I did just want to highlight this specific graph on here, as well as about 2 other ones I think it is important for you to know. And one of those other ones being the new bull. So for the new bull, this is kind of, everyone sees that fear, greed, disbelief rally. This is kind of that chart, but with live price action for you. So I do pull this up because it does have market cap and then realized market cap, and just kind of how realized market cap works is it's whenever a coin is moved into a wallet, it takes the price of that coin from the price at the market at that time, and then adds all of those together, and it takes it, and the real market cap is subtracted from that, and that kind of tells you how much people are in profit in a way. So that is another chart you should probably use a lot on this website, as well as there is one other one called the Pi Top Indicator, which if you did watch the video on Friday about moving indicators, this is using moving averages, not indicators, sorry, moving averages on steroids. They have conformed their own moving average with this equation, and every time those lines have touched, as you can see, there is a top. Now, when it gets crossed back over, it means that it is going into the bear market and confirms, and typically when it's at its widest moment is when you notice the bottom is fully in and a pump is about to come. So that's why I wanted to highlight those 2 graphs for you, because they are important to have, as well as many others on this website, but those are the main ones I use, as well as other ones. So just kind of go ahead and pick around on this website. And then lastly, as you all know, is the CBBI. I love this website because it does take about 9 different metrics and combines it into one for one score. As y'all know, I did mention that in the first video. What's also really cool about it is you can go ahead and select which ones you like better. So say you're not too big on the reserve risk metric, then you can take that out, and as you see, our score bounced up. Or say, hey, I'm not a fan of the one I just showed you, or the pi cycle top, and I take that out. And then you can see it adjusts that. So you can kind of go in and learn what each one of those 9 different indicators does, and then what you can do with that information is go in and check which ones you like. And as you can see, this does take the data from the look into Bitcoin, which I did just show you. As you can tell, I wonder why they're 1 and 2. But yeah, so you can read about the description here and then check the boxes on which one you think is appropriate to use, and what is appropriate to use and what is not appropriate to use. And then lastly, for some honorable mentions, as you know, we have the pretty much the news outlet for crypto. It is the biggest one out there. It is CoinDesk. Now, the problem with this is Genesis going bankrupt. How does this affect CoinDesk in the future? So that is something to keep out on, as this company could go under, or they could be given to a new ownership, as mentioned in the video on Saturday. So if you haven't seen that one, definitely go back and click in, watch it. We highlight a lot of things going on in the industry. And then lastly, as an honorable mention, is my trading view, because how else are you going to chart some price movements and things of that nature? And as you can see, I was working on a video from last, but yeah, definitely trading view is a good one because you can draw lines of support, resistance, kind of areas you think you'll be buying in, and things of that nature. I do suggest to change your candle color from green and red, because I do know that psychologically sometimes those could kind of make you biased one way or another. But those are my top 5 and some honorable mentions for free resources to research Bitcoin on. If you did learn one, or added it to your browser, definitely drop a like below and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and if you could, stay safe out there and have a good one. Bye bye.